Hello one and all, and welcome to a special edition of this video. Nothing's happening in the kingdom, it's between KVK 2 and 3, so I thought we'd focus today on something I'm really good at. I keep telling it, I want to show everyone, to brag, and massage my ego. It's the Alliance Quiz. There's not much you can learn from this video, you could learn 20 answers, but we're going to see how well we can do in one Alliance Quiz. Theology, that was Hesiod. Theogony was Hesiod. Where are we? We're at 6,983 points. Well, obviously, we'll get to the 12,000. It takes a while for me to get all my accounts up to 12,000 because I'm sad and I've loaded them. But I spend a lot of time doing this quiz. My God, I love doing it. It's going to be awkward if we get some wrong and I have to cancel the video and start a new one. But let's assume that won't happen. France. So finally today, I got my goal on ROK, which was first answer to all questions and all of them correct. It's a mixture of being really interested in Greek stuff, knowing a lot about ROK, and having done most of the questions millions of times before, and having quick fingers. So let's see if we can get there. I want every question right and every question first. King of the gods, Zeus, obviously. Yeah, 3 out of 3, baby. 12,000's the goal. After we get to 12,000, everyone has to join in and do the quiz once, depending if they've done it already. Then you get all the lovely rewards. But the big reward for me is feeling like a real man. A quiz man. Next one. 4. Yeah, I've got Thusnelda here. Thusnelda's an incredibly clever Italian lady, and I'm worried about her. Deirdre is a very clever German as well, and she knows her stuff, so it could be stressful. Could be stressful. It's the one time it's not an alliance for me. It's all about me. I want to get all the questions myself. Oh, she's timed out. Excellent. I mean, bad. Siren. No! Young Chan, why must you get there first? I mean, congratulations on your answer. So the way these quizzes usually work is everyone presses the any old answer for the first few, then realises who knows the stuff, and then they just copy them. Which is why everyone will go for the wrong answer often. Which is quite funny to watch. Archimedes. Eureka! On the subject of Eureka, my cat just turned over. Yeah, Greeks, firstly, I didn't realise Greece wasn't in the game before, because there are so many Greek commanders, and all civilization games have Greece in, but it's nice to actually have it in now. I love Greek history, I love Greek mythology. Right in my bag, baby. It's Kim Deokman. It's not Kim Seondok, although it looks like it should be, because that's what the name of the commander is, but this is a ROK daily question. If anyone's... quizzes and ROK are quite a big part. You get good rewards for it. Follow Fleisch on Discord. He does the midterms and the finals every week. And that's for 4 hours. Most of the questions in there are... well, I say about half of them are from the daily quizzes, which you should always do to get the rewards. And half of them are from either new questions or ones he's got in his database. It's excellent. Free rewards. Just follow Fleisch on Discord. I'll put a link down below to him. Oh, so it's exploration, scout march speed, and exploration range. I think exploration range and exploration time... no, it's definitely march speed. So it's either B or D. I'm not quite sure on this one, but I'd say it's probably B. Whew. Didn't want to have to do the video again. Prime Minister's troops do not have increased attack. Prime Minister gets resource production up and building speed up. Which is why no one wants Prime Minister, everyone's Queen. I was Greg the Queen last week because the gathering speed is so very, very nice. I'm doing well so far. It was Bellerophon. It was not Hercules, because last time there was this question, I thought it was Hercules, because I've still seen the Disney film Hercules, in which he rides on Pegasus. And I got it wrong, and it was Bellerophon. So there's a lesson there. Don't trust Disney for anything. Least of all Greek mythology. Well versed in poison magic. We all know it's Dekar. One of the easiest Soroli Crisis bosses to beat. He was my nightmare one at first. I hated him until I realised that at higher levels people understand to kill the totems quicker. And then it gets quite easy. Torgon is the one I hate now. Astrid can be difficult as well if people don't understand how to beat her. March speed is wind. I always remember that because wind blows you forward. Well, blow me down. This is going to plan so far. If anyone loves these quizzes as much as me, let me know in the comments below. I sometimes think I just play the battling just so I can get to the quizzes. There we go, got to the 8,000. 150 points for one gem. Mightiest Governor event, good way of doing it is stocking up on all the resources the day before and just parking your gathering commanders in flags. Do with gold, do with gems. But of course that's the barbarian hunting day, so it's a little bit, what do you have time for? How do you want to spend your time? 5 left. It's scale armor. I always get confused. This is one I often get wrong because I have to try and work out what they'd be wearing. If it's leather or scale, but of course leather is lightweight for archers to stand back and have more movement, and scale prevents the cavalry from halberds, I presume. And we're getting there so far. Nature's Gift. It summons it summons resource in a selected area. I always get confused between that and fully loaded. Unfortunately, we weren't the first responder there, but I'll accept this. It's not going to be my personal best quiz response, but at least we're getting the answers right. Athena, right? Yeah, Athena's Parthenon, I think. Well, it's not Hercules, it's not Poseidon. It won't be Perseus, so I guess it has to be Athena. Yeah, Athena's the only actual god there, not a demigod. Apart from Poseidon, he wouldn't have a Parthenon dedicated to him. So I think it's Athena. I haven't seen this one before. Yeah. See, told you Thusnelda was good. Greek goddess of night is Nyx. I don't think it's Artemis, right? Well, it's not Aphrodite, that's love. Athena's, I forget what Athena is, but it's not her. No, Artemis is the one with the bow. It wouldn't really be him. And Nyx reminds me of Persona 3. Excellent. Father of comedy, Aristophanes. I did English literature at university and I did a lot of work on Greek stuff. And therefore, when this first question first came up, I happily put Menander and got it wrong. Did Aristophanes write the Golden Ass, or was that someone else? The Golden Hind? I don't know. Either way, the answer is Aristophanes. 30%. Ah, Thus got there before me. See, we've got some clever people in this alliance. But none so clever as the man who got them all right. Actually, I think Thus got them all right too, but you know, for the sake of this video, it's all about me. There we go. 9,000 points? I'll tell you what, let's do another one. For the sake of everyone being here, getting 20 more questions, maybe this will help some people who are doing the quiz for the first time, perhaps don't know some of the answers. I mean, it helps a lot that I've seen a lot of these questions before. Is there anything we can do in the interim? No, quick look at the account. Nothing really happening. It's the downtime of KBK2. There we got the prizes. Yeah, of course, we haven't completed it yet today. I'm just doing forts now constantly. I'm going to do some barbarians today because it's Barbarian Hunt Day on Mightiest Governor, which I'm not too fussed about scoring high in. I just want to get the level 3 reward. I don't need to get on the top 10. I have no interest in Genghis, Tamiris, or Constantine. Well, Constantine and Tamiris are good, but the better commanders are just around the corner, I hope, because I'm ready to spend some heads. I'm going to do a video perhaps tomorrow or the day after about whether it's worth going to tier 5 in KVK1. I mean, it's not. Let's be realistic, because it costs a lot of money, but there's some discussion to be had. For now, one more quiz. Alliance help cannot speed up troop training. Come on, we want 40 out of 40. 40 out of 40 and I can retire from quizzing happy. And then sign on all my other accounts and continue doing quizzing. If you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to the channel. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Almost as warm as answering this question. Increase the hospital capacity. Oh, I don't know this one. I don't think it's Spain. That's all about resources. Ottoman's about archers. I mean, everyone's saying Byzantium. That doesn't really mean anything. It just means someone clicked it first. I guess Thus is very smart, so I'll just copy her. Hey, well done, Thus. Deserved first place so far. Helios. Helios, the sun god, right? Oh no, she's right. She's right. It is Phaethon. It is Phaethon. I know why, because last time I put Helios and the answer was Phaethon. There we go. The glory I had in the first half of the video is being eroded. But thankfully Thusnelda's here to make us all feel better. 5% is Germany. Germany is the de facto alliance civilization everyone goes to in the late game for the 5% troop training. You get an AP bonus. I'm considering switching to France for the... I've still mainly infantry on this. But Germany's good alliance to be late game. China early, Germany late. Iron Guard gets troop health plus 1%. Actually, that reminds me to check who my commanders are all set up as. I usually just do them as and when they pop up. Then I might have some old ones who I'm not using anymore. Perhaps I should get my Martel in there, now he's expertised. Hercules kills it. Well, it can't be Zeus or Hera because they're gods. Hercules is a demigod. I don't know who Antaeus is. But I've never heard the story of Antaeus going down into the underworld and slaying Cerberus. I think it's Aristotle. I think Aristotle was Plato's teacher. So it would make more sense for him to have the school. I don't think it's Diogenes, and I've not heard of Theophrastus. I don't think it's Plato. I think this is a bit of a guess, but I think it's Aristotle. Boom. Haven't had that one yet. Saladin, of course. And if anyone knows the ROK daily quizzes inside out, leave in the comments what year Saladin and Richard the Lionheart signed their truce. You'll know because it comes up pretty much every week in a ROK daily quiz. I assume it has to be uncovering clouds if it's all mist is explored before the chapter's end. I've not had this one. It won't be long piece, will it? I mean, it's got to be uncovering clouds. No! Disaster! Disaster! He doesn't have chivalry. Disaster! We got one wrong. I'd like to apologise to everyone. I'd like to apologise for the false pretences upon which this video is predicated. How does that make sense? The long piece. You're just uncovering things. Diddled by ROK here. Poseidon is Zeus's older brother. I think Uranus is the father of Zeus, right? He's in charge of the old gods. Prometheus is the thing forged together, or is the guy who steals the fire, I forget, and Gaia is the god of the earth. Has to be Poseidon. But last time I said this, I was wrong. Not this time. Plato, Aristotle, and Socrates. I don't really know Montesquieu, apart from that he wrote The Spirit of Law, ROK Dailies. Pericles, the great, not philosopher, the great statesman of Greece. And Euclid did some math stuff. Let's not dwell too much on him, but Socrates is the answer. He can't do charge. I know this because this question comes up all the time. Someone disagrees. So it's not going to be a 40 out of 40 video. I should have stopped after the first quiz. I should have quit while I was ahead, taken the adulation, taken the sponsorship deals, the millions. I didn't. Torgny. I remember that because it sounds like Lohar. It doesn't sound like Lohar, but in my head, that's always the connection I make. Like, oh, that's Torgny. Did the coup. He's like Lohar. Lohar's the Sarodi crisis. They're all barbarians. He's a barbarian. Go figure, as the Americans would say. Charlemagne. ROK Daily. Charlemagne may have the title of worst golden commander. He's up there with Frederick, so it's only apt that Frederick's here as well. I think, what's his name, Hannibal Barca, despite being an amazing general in the history of the world, also trash on ROK. It's just Antigone, right? I think Antigone was written by Aeschylus. I don't know that. Thusnelda said it's Antigone and she's very smart, so we'll go with her. It's not Medea, because that's the one about her children dying. I think he wrote the Trojan Women. Okay. It's a bit of a guess, but we got there. Pavis is bodkin arrows. You got bodkin arrows, Pavis, stirrups, something else, woot steel, scutum, and ballistics and something else. Actually, you haven't got ballistics, something else. You've got the other two, the trebuchet ones, the ones no one cares about. Bing! Our survey said... Yeah, we've had this one. You'll be seeing now already that most of these, there's probably like a stock of 200 questions they repeat, so the more you do the quiz, the more you get the hang of it. The first time I did it, I did not do this well. I still did quite well, but I was not answering them all right. The fog one's a new question, or it's new to me anyway. King of the gods, king of the gods, king of the castle, we all know that. So my run as king of the quiz continues. Soon to be dethroned. I think Thusnelda will dethrone me one day, but for now, I've changed my name to Greg Almighty, because my god, this is what I can be almighty in. Fighting, leading, quizzing. Ding! 2 days. So there we go, one more quiz and we all get the 12,000, what's it called, 12,000 point reward. I'll be doing that on all my accounts. That's the sound of me sleeping while doing it, but for now, this is the sound of quiz victory. My mother will be so proud when I ring her to tell her. What do you mean a quiz? Why aren't you working? It's like, bye, Mom. That's how it will go. Greg the Fast. I like that. My girlfriend calls me that. On that note, I'll say thanks for watching this quiz-based episode. And I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow for another less quiz-based episode. Tempest Clash tomorrow or KVK 1 Tier 5. Should you do it? I don't know. Tune in tomorrow, find out. Like, subscribe, and tell me you love me.